Steve from Flipping the Nerd, and this is a contest entry video for Johnny Tejas, the Hyper Geek's 4K subscriber contest. 4K, that means you can now see Johnny Tejas, the Hyper Geek, in 4K. Okay, that's not really what it means. It means he got 4,000 subscribers. Well, he said it was almost 4,000 subscribers, but by the time I'm doing this, it's actually 4,000 subscribers. So, Johnny, congratulations. That is friggin' awesome. Does not surprise me one bit, though. You have an amazing, amazing channel. So full of energy. Gonna tell you a quick story to everybody to entice you to go and check out the link below and subscribe to Mr. Tejas, the Hyper Geek. I watch a lot of YouTube. I just love YouTube. It's a great community to meet people. I have my own YouTube channel, duh, and I just love it. I always have. I've been watching YouTube for a very long time. So much so that it's usually the last thing I do before going to sleep and the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. And I want channels for that. So before I go to bed, I usually watch a channel called Dan Lags, which is a Minecraft channel because it's a very kind of mellow channel, and it just helps me kind of relax to be able to go to sleep. On the flip side of that, in the morning, I like to watch Johnny Tejas, the Hyper Geek, because he's got so much energy and it just wakes me up, ready for the morning, ready to go to my very boring job, and that's awesome. So, Johnny Tejas, not only an amazing YouTuber, but great for waking up in the morning. Now, here he has 3 questions for his contest entry. I will do my best to answer all 3 of them. Number 1, let's see. He'd like to know just our favorite things. Show off some of my favorite stuff that I like to, to collect or I have or that kind of stuff. Now, I've shown some stuff on my channel before, so I tried to pick 3 things that I haven't shown off before. Because, I have bobbleheads, but I have a whole bobblehead, like, video and that kind of stuff. So 3 things that I found that I do collect, that I absolutely love, that I don't think I've ever shown on this channel before. So, number 1, I have a huge love for the TV show The Office. Picture here, because I show this picture quite often, my office is office themed, as you can see right there. Now, one of the items that you probably can't see very well is one of my favorite items because it makes me laugh every single time, and that is my Dundie Award. Now, for those who have watched The Office, there's I think there's a couple episodes, but one in particular where Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, gives away Dundie Awards, and they're all these random awards for people in the office. So you have a Dundie Award there, that's the tag for that. But you have like the Fine Work Award, of course. Then you have things like Whitest Sneakers Award. Then you have Hottest in the Office Award. And then you have, of course, Bushiest Beaver Award. But my absolute favorite one, and the one I actually put on a trophy, because you can put all of them and mix and match, is got to be the Don't Go There After Me Award. Which was given to Kevin, which is just friggin' awesome. I love it. Huge fan of The Office. I missed that show terribly, but I understand it needed to end. But I always look back fondly on that show and watch it all the time. So that is the number 1 thing. I have tons of Office stuff, but my Dundie Award is one of the coolest things I have. Number 2, I'm a huge autograph hunter. And I get them myself. So they're not things I buy on eBay or anything like that. I actually go and meet these people and have them sign stuff. Mostly at conventions. I don't stock them at the toilet at the Ritz-Carlton or anything like that. Usually at conventions and stuff like that. So I have a ton of them, but I picked 2 because it's Halloween, it's horror. I figure it'd be appropriate. So number 1, from A Nightmare on Elm Street. So I got, yeah, there you go. Glares quite the annoyance during stuff like this. So there you have it. You have, Heather Langenkamp, you have Amanda Weiss, and of course, the man, Robert Englund. All of them signed the poster, which I really like. One day I'll get Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, I'm coming for you. And my other one that I really like is Evil Dead. So there you have it. I have the 3 girls from Evil Dead. Sorry, I don't know their names by heart. Teresa Tilly, something Summers, I think, and Betsy Baker. So the 3 girls, and then of course I got Ash himself, Bruce Campbell, who I'm a big fan of because I love his books and all his movies. So there you have it. I have a ton more, but those were the 2 I decided to show off because it's Halloween and they are horror themed. So that's my second thing. And my third thing is actually something my dad gave me. So my dad is a painter, not by profession, just for fun. And when I first moved out of their house, he offered to make a painting for me. So he asked, what kind of painting do you want? I said I wanted a video game painting. He said, okay. And this is what he made me. He made me a Shy Guy painting. So, absolutely love this thing. It's been following me ever since I first moved out of my parents' house a long, long time ago. Let's put it that way. So, that's one of my favorite things ever. It's been through like 10 apartments and 2 houses since I first moved out. So, there you have it. That's the 3 things that I want to show off. Those are some of my favorite things I haven't shown off on this channel before. Number 2, what would you like to see more of on your channel? Of course, meaning Johnny Tejas, the Hyper Geeks channel. I watch your channel a lot. What I would like to see more, or at all, really, because I don't think you've done this before, I'd like to see you game. I have a feeling there's a very big gamer behind that ball of energy. I might be wrong, but I think so. So I'd like to see you either game like through, I don't know, like a game card or like an Elgato or something like that, and kind of comment over it, kind of like what they do on Twitch. YouTube just started their own gaming channel, and I think it would be really cool to get your opinion on gaming. Make a gaming video, maybe a couple, and if you don't have an Elgato so you can't record your stuff, at least just have videos that you talk about gaming, because I'm sure, I have a feeling that there's a big gamer in there somewhere. And finally, a question for him and Morgan. I know I'm supposed to write it down, and I will write in the comments as well, but I figure I might as well address it on the video as well. The first time I ever had an interaction with you, it's the first time I found your channel. I think probably Joe Manganero told me about your channel, and I was surprised I'd never seen it because there's so many people that love your channel, and I totally get why. It took me like 5 seconds to be like, yep, subscribe, I like this channel. Was actually, you were entering a contest, and you were talking about having had a really bad nightmare of a guy with a flat face, and I commented in your video saying, I bet you that's from Drop Dead Fred, because you weren't sure. And sure enough, you think that's what the movie was from, which was weird because my sister had the exact same nightmare from the exact same movie back then. So that's how I knew, and that was such a weird thing. Well, my question for both of you is there a movie, whether it be from childhood or even recently, that has affected your life, like your real life? I'll give you an example for me. Arachnophobia. Now, I don't really have a fear of spiders anymore, but I did for a while. But to this day, even though it's been, God, 15 years since I've seen that movie, I always feel paranoid if I leave my popcorn out for a second without looking at it. If I put my popcorn away, I always check it to see if I'm eating a spider. Likewise, I check the shower, and likewise, I always check the toilet, because that movie just freaked me out. Spiders can be everywhere, and it's affected my life in that sense, where I'll always think about that movie when I'm doing those 3 things. Is there a movie that had that kind of effect? You know, kind of like Drop Dead Fred did with your nightmare. So that's my question. I figured, you know what, these Q&As are so hard to do. I just did one recently. I thought I'd put out a unique question out there. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you and Morgan like it. So congratulations again. 4K. Friggin' awesome. Love your channel. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Subscribe to Johnny Tejas, the Hyper Geek, and just soak it all in, because it is amazeballs. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Goodbye.